Hey there and welcome to this Vessel Media video. In this video, we're going to be taking a look at how you can go and basically convert your product and mold your product into a winning product over development, over a few years, over a few months, and so on. So what we'll do is we'll quickly take you through the process of how we actually did it at Vessel Media and the steps that we've went through and all that type of stuff. All right. So you can think about it like this. If you're starting developing your product, you don't know that much about your product. Maybe you've worked with it for a few years, then you might have some more knowledge on it, which I would recommend if you want to go into a certain area, go and work for someone else, learn a bit about the product, and then you can try and sell it yourself by opening your own business and so on, because then you already have some industry knowledge. All right, but let's say, for example, you got into it, you have your product. Let's take business coaching, for example. I know a lot of, for example, accountants, let's say actuaries, people like that does want to start their own type of business, go into type of business consulting or BI or something like that in the future and so on. So that's actually a very simple one. So what you would do is you would start with consulting, then you would add stuff on, see what works better and so on. So let me take you through how we basically developed at Vessel Media and how we built basically our structure. So our goal was to help clients make more money. As simple as that. That was our main goal. From the get-go, our goal has never changed. It's by working with South Africa local business owners and helping them make more money. That's always been our goal. As you would see, as I'm going through the steps, we have changed our process quite a bit. We have, for example, drop products, added products, add systems, all that type of stuff to make the client experience better. And the only way we knew how to do this is by physically getting clients, serving clients, talking to industry, ICP matches. That's basically ideal client profile match that we want to work with and see what the needs are. That's the only way that we physically saw how to change, what to add, what to take away again, and so on. You just need to do it. That's the simplest way. Do not get bogged down by not doing anything. Literally get the product that you know it's going to at least deliver a result, get it out into the market and see how the market responds. That's the easiest way to get started with this. All right, so let's quickly take a look. So first thing that we basically did is we built websites. So when we started out, Facebook ads, Instagram ads, YouTube ads were just starting out a little bit. So that was all the way back into 2016. It was getting into the paces a little bit. It was still a bit small in South Africa, really taking food overseas and so on. And we started to see the potential of it. But in South Africa, people did not trust it yet that much. So what we did is we did mainly websites. So when basically people would Google your website, we would do SEO on it, it would rank, people would find you on the first page of Google and so on. Then next was emails. So basically what we would our businesses do is, let's say for example, we would give away a loyalty card, something like that, get an email in return, put them on like a big customer list and send monthly newsletters or monthly promotions and stuff like that, basically email marketing. Or it's basically retargeting marketing, whatever you want to call it. It was a very basic form of it. We got numbers in and we remarketed out to those numbers or emails, all right? Then next was basically all social platforms. So we went quite big with social media type of services, getting people out there, creating content so people can see what businesses are like on the inside, actually seeing what products look like, what the client testimonials look like, stuff like that. Then also we did start to delve into social ads. As I said, there wasn't really big demand for this. The potential in South Africa was still very untapped with it. Like the guys that did jump onto it in 2016, you would have probably seen, or it would have went two ways. Very successful, or you would have struggled yourself to death because people didn't trust it, stuff like that. But now it's all good. Now it works. So that's basically how we got started out. Then what we did is we went through, I think it was 2 to 3 years. Then we started to see Facebook ads coming up really good. People starting to trust actually online type of shopping, like booking meetings online, stuff like that. There was a bit of a trust issue on the stage in South Africa that I saw, but I want to say we started to get over that. I want to say by 2018, I want to say that was pretty gone. You could use social ads quite aggressively in your business and you would have seen good results. So what we did then is we did relatively the same. We basically just added some more steps. We started doing more funnels. So basically using the social ads to run basically Facebook ads into a booking funnel where someone could make a booking with a business. They could schedule a walk-in meeting with a business, stuff like that. So a more systematized type of service. We didn't just run ads straight to websites and so on anymore. We had like a whole back end So if a client came in, they booked a meeting with you, they would get an email of where your premises are, stuff like that. It was like a whole little system that we started to do. And that worked really well. And then we also supported that with still all the other businesses, activities that we still did. So basically social media ads, social media content creation we did, social media management for companies, we still did websites, and then funnels was the thing I just talked about that we added. And then it was emails and autoresponders, and we would also sometimes do SMS responders as well, but not a lot. So with all this, we saw this worked, but we worked ourselves to death. Like if I take myself, for example, to service one client, basically took like 2 to 3 hours a day from my side alone. Then we needed a graphic designer still to do their work. We needed someone to do the content themselves. So it was quite busy. Like it took a lot of time to do all of this, especially to launch a client. Like the first month was absolutely chaos in the beginning, just to get people up and running, getting ads created, getting at least 15 pieces of content created if they didn't have any social media really yet. It was quite a mission. Like what we did, what we charged here and what we put in, there was a big gap for us. So that's where we started to look at the business as a whole and started to think, what activities still provides value, but what activities don't we like doing that takes a lot of time to do, and so on. What is the best bang for your buck that we can do, and time-wise, that we do the best and can implement faster for clients so they can get faster results. That was a big thing for us. How can we get faster results basically out of it? So then we got to a point where we thought, let's teach people how to do it themselves. Let's take that step and go into that market. So we saw there was I want to say the upcoming entrepreneurs, there's a big gap there for, I want to say education-wise, for client acquisition on how to go and do ads, how to run marketing, how to sell is a big one. If you guys are starting out, learn to sell. There's a big disconnect between business owners and knowing how to sell. Knowing how to sit down with a client and just going through something and just telling me how the product is amazing is not going to be good enough. You need to know how to sell, do a system, have a structure that you can even teach someone else. Get a structure in your sales. That's a good tip. All right. So then we saw basically certain stuff did really well. And we thought, okay, if we need to teach someone, we cannot teach them everything. What is the base minimum we can teach them and they can get results by themselves? Or that we can just be basically consulting on it. So we can help more clients and not get bogged down with one client, for example, for a month. So then what we did is we taught people how to launch campaigns. And we also launched the campaigns for businesses that had absolutely no experience. So we would launch the campaigns, but give them a course how to manage the ads themselves, how to set it up by themselves, and how to do sales as well. So that's where we first brought in a sales coaching type venture. We did a bit do this in the past, just helping people out here and there, but that's where we really doubled down, created a really nice course on it, and just like listed out the whole process and what you should do with templates and all that type of stuff. So you got the Facebook and Instagram course to see how you can basically go and do it yourself, and then also the sales coaching course, and also how to go and build your own sales system and how to actually implement sales. So now you knew how to get your own leads in, how to get quality leads in, and how to sell those leads as well with the correct system. And then, as I said, we also would launch clients sometimes if we saw they were struggling a bit or something like that. That was like a base service that we offered with the course sometimes that we actually upsold into. All right, so that was step 3 that we saw running with that. Got really good results of it, but we got to a point where personally, me as the CEO, I thought we can do more. And I wanted to get more involved again with clients. So we did get quite a few clients with our courses. We did really well. We got amazing results for clients. We still get calls to this day that people are on our courses. We got actually an email, I think Monday somewhere, that a guy told us what an amazing experience he's having, how his stuff is coming up and how he's doing and so on. So it really works. The courses work, but I also saw not a lot of people want to do the courses. They get very excited to buy the course, but maybe let's say if 10 people buy, 5 of them would not really take any action. And that's something that bothered me quite a bit. And I wanted people, when they work with us, to get success and to get more business in for their business. That's why I decided, let's pivot back. Let's go and just do Facebook ads. So actually, before we did the course, we started to do this. We tested it a little bit for around a year. We just did Facebook ads, and that was all. We did nothing else, just Facebook ads, because we knew that brought in the results, but we didn't provide the training. That's where we saw the disconnect come in. We provided clients with a lot of leads, but they couldn't convert to sales. And it was a bit of a mixed match. People were struggling a bit because we were flooding them with leads. They didn't really know how to handle the leads and so on. And that's why we actually built a course out of it. So step 3 basically. So as you see, we basically flowed through it. We tested stuff before we even moved over to step 3. From step 2 to step 3 was actually a year in between that we tested on this to see what works here for the course. Then we found it and we built the course and we ran it and tested it basically. Then what we did is we ran around 100,000 Rand plus in ads for the course. Sold a whole bunch of courses, did really well on the courses, built quite a nice course business on it. But as I said, then we decided how can we help clients further. And I saw there was a lot of need in the done for you space. And I decided, well, we are really good ourselves in our own company to launch ads. We are really good with our own ads. And we've launched so many clients. By this time, we've launched probably 50 to 60 campaigns within the span, I think, of 2 to 3 months that we've worked with clients and we've got them all successful. So we got really, really good at launching campaigns. We were good with it, but we always took a more longer approach to do it. I want to say with all the other elements that we had to get the website ready, social media ready, all that type of stuff. So it just took longer. But when we just focused on Facebook ads, we could get clients results within like 2 days. It was shocking. And the difference that we saw, that clients immediately got leads in. When we basically scrapped away social media content creation, social media management, website, we had a really, really small funnel and we scrapped away emails as well. So that was basically it. We just did Facebook and Instagram ads. We didn't do any other social media ads. We just doubled down basically on Facebook and Instagram ads. It's actually the same ads as Meta, so you actually just build one ad and it runs on both platforms for the guys that does know Facebook ads. So it's really simple to do. So it's actually one platform that you're working off of. But that's where we saw there was a really big gap that we could grab in the market. Then we started to test. With our course clients, we would ask them, would you be interested in this? We would have meetings booked where people actually sign up for the courses. And in our exploration meetings, before they paid, we would sit down with them and we just worked in a little upsell, one single page upsell at the end of our basically our presentation, asking a client, it costs this, but it's going to be 5 times more, but for this course, for this price, we can do it for you. Would you be interested in that? And let me be honest with you, I want to say for the last 4 months, let's say 3 months, we have not sold a single course. We have sold so many done for you solutions that basically if you take a look on what we did with the courses, just to give you an example, let's say I got a 1 back there, or a return on investment. Usually our return on investment there within a year's time, if I remember correctly, was around, I think 160 to 200% that I made back on our ad spend that we put in. On our done for you solution that we implemented, because we're getting such a big cash inflow up front, in month 1, we made close to 200 to 300%. Literally within 2 weeks of spending the ad budget, making it back. And the best thing is, the marketing was exactly the same as for the course. The price to buy a client was exactly the same than in the course. It was exactly the same. But we charged around 5 to 7 times more than the course basically. And it's a recurring model, so it's month to month as well. So we basically bought a whole recurring business out of it. So that's where we saw it just took off. Like we actually went to the moon. So as you guys can see, we've worked with, I want to say close to 150 to 100, around the 70 to 100 clients. I want to say in the last, let's say 3 to 4 years. And we really went and tested a lot of stuff. And as I saw very quickly in the beginning, more is not better always. Less is actually more. So as you see, we went through this. We basically scrapped out all of these things, got to the course where we really started to do a wide range of testing with aggressive ads. And we saw there's a really big need for this actually in done do-it-yourself space, but the done for you space we didn't even touch. And when we started to touch it, it just went gone. And the business just flew away. I mean, at this point, we get around 30 to 40% return on meetings. So if we book 10 meetings, we usually get 4 sales out of it. So it's absolutely insane. So the return on investment on those ads. And also we help clients to get a lot better results. Our goal in the beginning was help clients make more money. mean, we have clients now at this point. If you take, for example, if you just take 3 or 4 clients of our upper clients, they are turning close to R1 million a month with us. I want to say, let's take the last 3 months that I know after I spoke with clients, what they actually made back. If I just take 2 clients, 2 of them combined made over R1 million per month that's running together, basically from revenue that we've generated them. Other results we also got were amazing clients making quite good results. I mean, we have basically a guarantee on our service that you are going to make between, I think I remember correctly, it's 20 to 30,000 Rand up to R1 million within the first 3 months of working with us. And that is backed up by physical results. So as you guys can see, just by doing Facebook ads and just providing sales training to businesses, we were able to go and dim down our services aggressively. And we can take on almost 5 to 6 times the amount of clients that we could on when we were still doing step 2 and step 1. So at step 4 where we are now, we have a bit of a combined service. So basically our sales are still a course that we provide to our clients. It's just easier for a client to work through a curriculum like that. They work through it, they work with us, they sit with us, we do consults with them and help them to implement it much faster. And then also the Facebook ads, basically we cover for the client, we implement it and we launch the ads for them and we manage it and we just make sure that their phone goes ping every day and they get money that they can or they get leads and that they can make money off of. Simple as that. So as you guys can see, go through it. Go and build your business as you think you should do it. Go and add value onto your business. If you see something, it takes a lot of time but doesn't really add value, take it out, put it in, take it out. But as I'll say it again, less is more. I mean, as you guys can see, we have a lot of courses or a lot of services that we provide. At the end, we're doing 2 basically services that we're providing basically for our one product, a client acquisition growth. That's basically what we do. That's the only thing we do. We do nothing else. And we only do Facebook and Instagram ads and we only teach people how to sell. Nothing in between. We don't do social media of any sorts, but basically outside of the Facebook ads and Instagram ads, nothing else. That's the only place where we focus and we know we can get clients results when they sign up with us. That's why we do that. Basically everything is, our whole service is productized by this point where we can take it, a client comes in, the onboarding process is set up, they know exactly what they're going to do, our employees take them through the process, run it through them, this happens, lead comes in, this is how you sell the lead, the client does it, they sell the leads, basically like that. Everything is step by step, super, I want to say dotted out, and that's what you must do in your own business as well. If you're doing a product, basically it can be product development at different stages that you're going to be testing and trying out. If you're doing a service like us, maybe mixed with a bit of a product like a course or something, you're also going to be testing different elements, seeing where you can provide more value onto your services. All right. And as I said again, less is more. You want to charge high prices for maybe 1 or 2 elements that you implement, but you want to be the best in the market for those 2 elements that you implement and your clients can see immediate results. If you think about it like this, if you tell a client, for example, I can save you 100,000 Rand in your taxes, basically a year, that client will smile and pay you 30,000 Rand for a few days if you can figure that out for him. Always think about it like that. We always think if we can bring our clients in 200 to 300 plus a month, our retainer is a joke, basically for what they bring in. All right. So guys, that's going to be it for today. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you have any questions, just leave a comment and we will get back to you. Have a nice one.